So from August, thousands of expats in Thailand could see their foreign currency, income and stocks forcibly converted into Thai baht and pulled into the Thai tax system.
Wise has announced major changes for users in Thailand, with new rules set to take effect on August 3rd, 2026, as the platform transitions to becoming fully regulated under Thai financial laws. To help explain what's changing, we'll be sitting down with Carl Turner from Expat Tax Thailand to discuss who may be affected, what these changes could mean for expats, retirees, and digital nomads in Thailand, and what steps users may want to consider going forward. All right, Carl, welcome back on the channel.
Yeah, good to see you again.
Yeah, good to see you. And we've had lots of news out about changes with Wise.
Yeah.
Now, I am not a tax expert, so I came to you to ask you some questions. This is not a sponsored segment, just here to provide some assistance and avoid relying on YouTube a little bit too much.
So what's actually happening is Wise have actually got a Thai financial services license. They've not got a banking license, but they've got 5 licenses in Thailand. So it means they have to adhere to Bank of Thailand rules. So they've moved away from being just a fintech currency provider. Now they're actually getting a proper license for here. So it really helps Wise legitimize themselves here and move into the local market. But the problem is, for certain people, it could mean issues and complications with how they bank and use Wise moving forwards. So it means if you've got a Thai Wise account, right, not the international account, a Thai Wise account, if you're paid into there in US dollars or whatever, then yes, from August onwards, they're going to convert that to Thai baht automatically. And like other countries, it's likely that's going to be remittance. So if you get paid into the Thai Wise account into US dollars, for example, it will automatically convert to Thai baht. And yeah, it's likely that that's remittance. That's what's happened in other countries. If you've notified them that this is your address, then also it's likely you've got the Thai Wise account, not the international Wise account. And also, if you do live here full time, and you're using an overseas Wise, then likely, you shouldn't be using that. You should be using the Thai version anyway, because it's down to your residence. And Wise are very strict in terms of, if you look at the terms and conditions, you should register your address on Wise for the location where you are a resident, tax resident. What they've moved towards, a lot of the banks and fintech companies like this, is extra KYC, know your client documents. So sending you through the app or through the client portal, upload your latest address proof, load your latest tax document, tax ID, and that route. So it will catch a lot of people that are using the overseas Wise International rather than the local Thai ones. So they're on the ball, and because they've got new Thai licenses, it means they have to adhere to the Thai Bank of Thailand rules. So it means anyone that's here on the wrong account should really use the Thai account. That's the rule and what they're trying to implement.
Okay, so for people who hold stocks or interest-bearing accounts, what happens with these? Because some people actually can hold investments within a Wise account.
Yeah, they can. So if you've got the Thai Wise, this is one of the big changes that's happening. And it could leave people that have these accounts having a huge tax implication or potential tax implication that they didn't realize. So they're going to be forced to sell the stocks that they're holding within Wise Thailand, and also forced to sell all of their interest-bearing accounts, and they'll be sent into the Thai baht wallet. And that will be before 3rd of August. They'll be on the 3rd of August when that will be done. So that would be on the 3rd of August when that would be done and sent across. So that's a big implication if people don't act beforehand. If they have the Thai Wise account and they have the holding stocks or interest-bearing accounts. So with the Thai Bank of Thailand rules, this is what Wise have to clear up, and clients on there are not allowed to hold those assets on the local Thai Wise account. We haven't got any official confirmation. Our lawyers and accountants have spoken to the revenue about this. There's no official confirmation that this is going to be remittance. But if you look at other jurisdictions and other forced sales in UK, in Australia, in Canada, if the platform forces you to sell, in all of these locations, we have tens of examples where it's a taxable event. Just because the platform forces you to sell does not mean it's not your liability for the tax. So people can act now potentially before they're forced to sell and move into the Thai baht wallet. Depends on their circumstances. But if they meet the criteria, they stay here 180 days or more in a calendar year, and they sell those assets and they move into a Thai baht wallet, which is actually then regulated by the Bank of Thailand, we can cautiously assume that that is remittance. And then we look at, was there income on there? Did they make a gain? Have they got interest that's made a gain? And likely that would have to be filed on a Thai tax return. So there's implications that could happen for some people that they don't really realize it's going to be a problem.
This reminds me of all the banking freezes and KYC demands that occurred last year in the Thai banking system. And whether or not once it becomes a Thai regulated, now obviously this is speculative, but that all had to do with KYC as well. Know your customer, and those accounts would get frozen. And that would obviously raise a little bit of concern around whether Wise would undergo a similar KYC requirement.
Yep, they will. So in May, May and June, they're going to start actually asking clients for more ID documents and more information to be able to use the application moving forward. So they're going to ask for a lot more KYC anyway, in between now and August from all of the users as well.
And that's across the board.
Yeah, correct.
Global. Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah. So that's the reality, is they're gonna move towards that. I mean, it makes sense for a company like Wise to go down this route because they've got 75 other licenses worldwide. They're actually worth $16 billion. They're a UK listed company. So they're not messing around. They've been going for 16 years as well. So they're moving towards getting licensed in all of the jurisdictions that they can. So as a business, it makes sense for them to get the Thai non-banking license and operate properly here. For example, I think if for most people, they don't need to worry, because a lot of people that we deal with, they're using Wise just to run the money through. What do you mean by that? They're using it for the conversion. So they'll send from US or wherever, UK or Europe, they'll just send their home currency to Wise, and then they just send that to the Thai bank account. So they're just using it to get the better conversion rate.
Yes.
If they're just doing that, they don't need to worry. They don't need to do anything. So in the future, what they're actually changing will be beneficial for those people. So you can use QR scan from now on. You can use it you can send money from a Thai bank account to Wise as well. So you can actually use it for banking. Okay, they've got lower limits in terms of 10,000 baht for transaction, for example, but you can move money out from Wise overseas as well afterwards. So it's going to become a bit more flexible and easy to use for people that are based here. It's just some of the features that some people use will no longer be available, and it may catch people up with that change. Conversion to Thai baht could catch some people out with this potential remittance. It's really positive for a lot of people that use Wise here, especially for people that aren't here 180 days, for example, or for the Thai market, right? It's a huge market that they can open up, and the fintech apps and companies can move into that banking space with that non-banking license. So it opens them up to a lot of options here. Yeah, just to reassure people, for most people, this won't affect them at all, even if they use Wise Thailand. So if they're just running the money through, like we mentioned earlier, they don't need to worry. But there are some people that need to pay attention, and need to pay attention before the 3rd of August. These people are people like digital nomads that are living here, maybe on that DTV visa, for example. The ones that are here more than 180 days and have, say, international business or international dividends, and they're getting paid direct into their Wise Thailand account, into a foreign currency account. So for example, let's say they're getting paid in dividends into a US dollar account within there, then the implication is on the 3rd of August, they're going to convert all of that into Thai baht, into the Thai baht wallet. The implications could be This could be remittance, depending on their circumstances. You've got to be cautious with this and plan for this. If this is in a different country, these forced conversions have been taxable events before. Also, for other people that need to really take note of this, are people that do hold stocks or interest-bearing accounts within there. That's what will be changed with the new Bank of Thailand licenses that they've got. They will need to be closed. So they will automatically convert to Thai baht and put into the Thai baht account. Other people, for example, if they get a pension and then they send the pension to Wise, but they don't send all the money to Thailand, they use some for spending overseas or send it overseas, for example. Those ones need to do something because all of the money transferred to that Wise account will be into a Thai baht wallet and therefore potentially remittance. And people that use it as an off-ramp for crypto. So a lot of people use Wise from their overseas custodian accounts. So they'll off-ramp onto Wise and then send to somewhere else. If they do that, for example, let's say they used Wise and then send that to interactive brokers, just for example, then potentially that could be remittance from foreign source crypto, which is still taxable. So there's some situations where they've got to really look at how are they using that Wise Thailand account, and is that suitable to use in the future?
So what should people do proactively before August 3rd if they're using Wise?
Yeah, I think the best advice really is to check on their profile, on the app or through their web browser, and just see, are they using the Thai Wise or are they using the international Wise? Most people who've got the Thai Wise have received an email to explain this, but it's good to double check. If they are using the Thai Wise, then they really need to see, are they holding interest-bearing accounts? Are they holding stocks, foreign currency accounts? And potentially look at what they could do to mitigate the risk of that converting into Thai baht by the 3rd of August. If they are using the international Wise, then really they've got to have a good consideration. Should they be using that Wise or should they be converting to the Thai Wise version? Because they've got to be a tax resident in the country that the Wise is set up from. So they might have to change to the Thai Wise anyway. By August, everyone on the Thai Wise is going to receive new KYC that they need to complete, which means, ID proofs, address proofs, these types of documents. And Wise International are going to carry on with the KYC checks to make sure that people are in the jurisdiction that they're supposed to be, with address proofs, tax residency documents as well. So they're going to really get a bit stricter with this moving forwards, and that's in the documents from Wise. Because if they've got 75 licenses, they've got to adhere to the compliance for each of those locations. So it's moved from being just a currency provider at the start to being a well-regulated international non-banking entity. It's a global trend, right, with common reporting standards and OECD implementation. It's a common trend, compared to 15 years ago. It's a different world. That data's shared with many different countries. There's a lot of regulation put on these types of providers as well. And that's a global trend, not just here. But now they've got that Bank of Thailand 5 licenses. It means they have to adhere to the rules here as well. Right. The reason why it's important to put this video out is because they've got until the 3rd of August to potentially look at making changes so they're not automatically forced with this. So for some circumstances, it might make sense to act now and do something with that, and it might save them a headache in the future. So with us, we're putting on a webinar to explain this in a lot more detail, because we've been asked by a lot of our clients at Expat Tax Thailand for comments on this. So we're having one of our Thai barristers and tax lawyers to join the webinar to explain the Thai tax rules and explain how this could happen and what their options are. So that webinar is free for people to join. They can ask questions, we can answer them live as well. So on this, we'll try and explain as much as we can, but the reality is each circumstance is different and they need a bit more information. That's where they can find a bit more. To join live, they can ask the questions and we aim to answer all of the questions live. And if they watch it afterwards, they can watch the recording.
All right, so Carl's provided lots of great information here, very helpful. I think this is something that you're going to want to check in on. And we've got the webinar free to attend. So I want to thank you for coming up to explain all this for us. And we'll see you at the webinar.
Yeah, happy to help. Thanks.